morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. We're very excited about this training session because it's something that every single one of you should be doing. And if you are doing this, you will see improvement into your income stream, into your business. Our goal is to help you duplicate your business so you can increase your income. So as we begin here, I'd like to acknowledge everybody here. And folks, I know that in North America, we have this horrible moment where we have to change time every single year. And it's very annoying. And I apologize for the confusion around this. But it is, I should say seasons, but it is what it is. And I know some of you were here a little bit early. And so again, just keep that in mind as we move forward. So right now we went back 1 hour. So everything is 1 hour behind. Now, Angel, welcome. Great to see you here. We have Johnny. Great to see you here. Let's see. We have Agatha from Cape Coast, Ghana. We have Fortunate. Great to see you here. Welcome from Ghana. We have Michael. Great to see you, Michael. Bernice, nice to see you. We have Francis from Ghana. We have Fulera from Belgium, right? And great to see you here. We have Marie-Paul from Ottawa. Great to see you here, Marie-Paul. Thank you for joining in. We have Enyunam from Accra, Ghana. Theodore, great to see you here. We have Elcio, great to see you. Andrew, and we have Barbara Ann. Welcome, Barbara Ann. We have Guylaine. Bonjour, Guylaine. Great to see you here. And we have Leon here from Virginia. And again, folks, welcome to all of you that are going to be joining us as we are starting live. Before I continue, tell me anything you want to add or share.
This session is extremely important. How to get started right and how to teach people how to get started right. That's really the foundation of everything, is understanding what you have, the tools that you have, and the skills that you need to develop, and the system in place. And once you really master these, then you're on the road for success. That's for sure.
Absolutely. I agree, Tammy. And so the goal here is what we want to focus on is a new associate orientation is really designed to you kind of to stay focused, but in the same time to have a systematic approach to your daily operations as you build your business, right? You can build your business by design, or you can build your business by luck, where you just happen to be coming across someone who's going to build an organization. That's wonderful, but that could be a bit like a lottery, right? Some win, some don't. Right? In fact, most people don't. So we want to increase your chances in creating a wonderful stream of income. And you're talking to two people here who's made a living working these businesses. So what we're telling you, it's not wishful thinking or we're learning on your dime here. We're telling you exactly what we have done that got us the results that we have here today. So follow those guidelines, and I assure you, you will increase your results. You may even do much better than us, which is always the goal of any mentor, is to see their mentees do better than them. In fact, that's the way we feel anyway. So what we want to focus on here today,
a solid foundation, that's for sure.
Yeah, I agree. What we want to focus on here today, I'm just going to look at my notes here, first of all, is to master your back office. When I say master, is to have a general understanding of what's going on. We're going to be using the demo account so I can go into certain areas. We're going to also, where you find your tools and trainings and support, this is very important. The other thing is the top 3 activities in creating real results. We want to focus on that. And folks, don't think that we're going to give you a magic wand here. It's a very simple process. You just need to do them. The other thing we want to discuss is how to duplicate long-term success. This is what's really important. And again, you'll see that it's really, really simple, right? So sometimes the best results are not really complicated. They're very simple, but repetitive. And of course, how to build confidence and posture, even if you're brand new. We want to tell you how Tammy and I remember at the beginning, we had a mentor that it was, I think, in Ottawa. Remember that name there, Costa, Tammy? Not that we need to really bring his name up, but when we were crossing that, when we met, right? And the mentoring we were doing with that third-party credibility. So we'll talk about all this. And these are the things that we have done that got us to where we are here today. So starting with how to master your GotBackup back office. So let me go ahead and share my screen. I noticed that often when you share your screen, it just disappears for some reason. There we go. Okay. So everybody can see that. Just to confirm, just put a yes or a Y just to confirm that everything is good. You guys can see my screen. I'll just keep talking until I start seeing acknowledgements from any one of you here. So this is your back office. As you can see here that I'm using the demo account. Okay. This is what, thanks for responding, folks. This is exactly, again, we're using this just so we can go deeper into certain areas that you should be aware of. And folks, you don't need to know everything. To drive a car, you don't really need to understand the engine. You just need to understand what are the features for you to move from point A to point B, really. So this is what we want to focus on. Okay. And Tammy, feel free to interrupt if there's anything else that you want to add and to this.
Sure.
Well, let's begin with, first of all, you can see that this is a pro account. Now, folks, you don't need to be a pro. We highly encourage. And by the way, if you are an existing associate and you are not a pro and you want to be, all you need to do is click on the support and just issue a ticket stating that you would like to upgrade to a pro. And then it will just, I would suggest to pay for the year simply because you save 2 months. It's a bit more, less expensive, and you have access to all the tools. Okay. Well, in an associate orientation, we're not going to go through every details of the back office, but the important aspect that you should be teaching a brand new person. And I think this is one of the common challenge that Tammy and I see when new people come in. In fact, a majority is there's absolutely no communication on an orientation on how things work. Okay. So we're going to help you how this works out. So first of all, going into the digital tools, the first thing I would recommend you go through when you're talking to a brand new associate is the tools that are available. Because here's the reality. If someone signs up with GotBackup and they have not started backing up their things, the moment the next shiny thing approach or the moment the renewal bill approach, they won't renew because there's just no use. Or if they make money, they may continue until they don't make money and then they'll quit. But an example in my case, I got terabytes of data on the cloud from my devices, my mobile devices, and my multiple computers that I have. They each have different functions and they're all backed up. You don't need that many computers. It's just the way I live my life. My point is that I back up all my stuff. I don't want to part with this because that is an extension of my well-being, of my digital world. And if you teach that within your organization, you will find that your people will stick around regardless if they make money or not. In fact, in this industry of network marketing, many people buy products that's either digital or physical, and they are not making money really, but because the benefits they get from the product, they never leave because they're happy. For example, there's some things you buy every week, every month to replace whatever it is that you've consumed. Why do you keep buying them? Because they serve a purpose. That's what we're talking about here. GotBackup serves a purpose, but people have to make use of them. Very important. So, Tammy, I'm going to let you walk through people through to use this tool. I'm just going to point to it, and I'll let you take over from there.
Yeah, and it's really important. If you have a lot of terabytes, add your family members. That's another way to stay solid in the program itself, is by using the tool. Like Chris says, you got to use your tool so you're able to show other people how to use them. Not only that, you're safeguarding your stuff. I talk to so many people who have lost their stuff over time. And that's devastating. So imagine all the people that you can help. Plus, it's a real secure platform. It's private. So whatever you put in there, it's absolutely private to you. So here, so Chris, what do you want me to go through?
Just go through some of a brand new person comes in, okay, and this is the page where we have using this tool. And what are the things that you should be communicating to a brand new person?
Okay, so the first thing that I do is I get them set up with their phone devices. And so they would need to download the app. On this side, you have everything in orange is a video. Okay, so watch the video, follow step by step. If you have to stop the video, do what's required and start the video again until you have that all set up. And once it's uploading into your GotBackup system, you got to let it run. Just keep it plugged in and let it run. What Chris and I did is we plugged it in, we followed the directions, and we let it run overnight. We have a lot of videos and a lot of pictures from over the years. So it took us a little bit longer than some people. And then if you have any desktop or laptops, you want to go here on this side. If you have a Windows or a Mac, you've got your video. It explains exactly how to do it. Now, some people, they don't like video instructions. Some people rather have written instructions. So if you click on the bottom, you've got extra support and trainings. If you click there, and you've got your diagrams, it tells you what to do, all instructions, how to install GotBackup on your Mac, on your Windows. And and you've got start here first, getting started with GotBackup. Follow the instructions there. It's going to lay everything out step by step for you. Okay. And you've got the different languages on the top. You've got English, you've got Spanish, French, you've got Italian and Portuguese. Okay.
I think that's Russian.
Oh, is that Russian?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So this is very simple. And on that page also, you can certainly, and again, keep in mind, we're doing a new associate orientation to a brand new person here. So we're telling you what you need to duplicate. So this button here, auto login, you don't need to be logged in to access it. You can go in here and type in GBU Cloud, right? And then it'll take you right to your cloud. You didn't ask me for a password and ID because I've already done this. These are my computers over here. These are my devices, my mobile devices over here. Okay. And then we have my collaborate and share. These are all the directories where I can collaborate and share. And for those of you that are interested in important Google files, Joel right now is actually dealing it in small groups because it's a big task, but you can certainly have it done. Just go to the support and say, I would love to have access to importing my files from Google Drive into the GBU cloud because I want to stop this payment there. Like, for example, I stopped Dropbox. About a week ago, I've received a message. Dropbox, I was a customer of there for, 15 years. And I moved everything on GotBackup. I got rid of what's on the Dropbox and I canceled my account. It's as simple as that. I still have Google Drive because I'm doing other things there and everything else, but it's very minimal. I'm not paying a lot. It's just little things. But again, everything is in here. Okay. And what's really cool is you can go ahead and share these files. I can share an entire directory or I can share individual files. So if I go into anywhere in here, where and here's a file here, I can turn around and share this. So you can click on get link, and then from there it's as simple as that. It's a file, doesn't mean anything. So it's really straightforward. And again, these are things that are all part of the videos that you would see as you are utilizing GotBackup. Okay.
Yeah. And your question, Pam, yes, you can organize on the cloud. I know I've done some organization in the cloud as well. And keep in mind, today is a very basic orientation for a brand new person getting started. And so the goal is to get them set up. We're going to show you after where you can see all your personals that you bring in. You can see whether they've set up their phones, their other devices. You can even see how much space that they've used. Okay. Yeah. So that helps you on a guide. If you're, let's say you're setting me up and I'm brand new and you're giving me the instructions and you go and look, and a week later, I have nothing backed up, then you know that I have nothing backed up because you're my sponsor, right?
Yeah,
So
we'll
you'll be
get to
able
that
to
in a second.
contact me and say, hey, do you have any questions on getting yourself set up? And I may turn around and say, well, I've been so busy, no problem. Let me know when you're going to have a chance to do it. I want to make sure that everything is done and you're using the tool. So here on the main page here, you can see add an additional member.
Yeah, remember, Tammy, we don't want to keep that. We don't want to go too deep. This
No,
is
but
just
this is important.
a brand new person who begins. They don't need a lot of information other than start backing up their stuff. I want to make that really, really basic. But in line of what Tammy said, because she did started, these again are the additional account. You can add accounts. We've done trainings on that. And in fact, when I get to my second topic, we'll get into the training tools, where to find them, and because we've done all of this before. Okay. So this is a quick, simple orientation, and you want to keep it that way. Now, in moving forward here, the other thing I would get right into, if you go into my business, again, what you want is your brand new associate. You want him to feel excited, motivated, and secure on making the decision to be part of GotBackup. So one thing that you may want to do is to show them exactly how do you set up your commissions. People want to know, oh, how do I get paid? Okay, so right away, I would go into commission payment. Again, we're not doing a full back office training. It's just, again, an orientation to brand new people. So commission payment options. Now, what's happening here is there's two options. And again, I'm not going to go into the details of the options. I'm telling you what you should be aware of, and what you should tell a new person is they can create the account using Wise or Pay Quicker. And when I get into the trainings, when we get into over here, well, I'll point out to you the areas that we've done trainings in detail explaining all of this, which, by the way, GotBackup already has quite a few training videos available, but the details are here on setting that up.
Yeah, I found that Pay Quicker, Chris, was a lot easier to set up.
I agree.
Than it was with the Wise account.
Yeah, Wise account is a British company, and Pay Quicker, I don't remember where they are from, but they've been around for a long, long time, and they're a lot more, I find, user-friendly, especially with international market, like the African market or the Philippine market. I mean, Philippine also has Wise, but Pay Quicker, it's just, I find it very convenient because it's a little bit like PayPal, and you can have multiple bank accounts that you want to send money to. Again, I'll let you investigate on these things, but Tammy and I prefer Pay Quicker by a long shot. Where I find Wise, it's a little bit constrained, especially in Canada with all our annoying government rules. I find that Wise is a little bit annoying that way, but Pay Quicker is a lot more user-friendly, I find. Okay, so this is something that I highly recommend that you start right away. The moment you tell someone you're going to get paid, your account is set up, there's a sense of satisfaction. Oh, cool. Okay, that's set. Now I know when I work, I'm going to get paid, and I know how the money comes to me. That's the one thing. Keep in mind,
if you already have a Wise account or a Pay Quicker account, and you're starting your GotBackup business, but you already have your account, just send a message to support and let them know that you're already connected to one of these platforms.
Yeah.
For your
the rest is, I encourage just to again familiarize yourself with that. But again, we have done some trainings on these things before. Okay. Then I would go back to the digital tool, and then I would focus again. Remember, I'm not going to talk about all of these. We've done trainings on these. In fact, last Saturday, I believe, or the one before, we've covered these things. I'm only covering a new associate orientation when you enroll someone in GotBackup. In this particular case, the next thing that you want to focus on, and we'll come back to that on the activities, is the reseller tools. Okay. It's important. 1, install the software. 2, set up your payment account. 3, okay, how do I tell people that I know today how to, to look into what I'm doing? It's all in here. And you click on, in this case, we're English, so we're going to click on English. And you're going to see all these funnels. A funnel, it's a name from a website that will, a funnel, it's like a tunnel, right? Is think of a car going into a tunnel. It's kind of a narrow area to concentrate your attention on just this particular segment of what we're trying to explain to you. That's what the funnel means. And from there, there's a little website, and usually there's one page. And from there, and it could be more pages depending on the funnel you use that are geared towards educating the prospect. So this is the older one. Okay, I wouldn't use that one simply because it's a bit older. I would use the other ones, but what's cool here is they put their name and their emails. And all the names and their emails, again, I'm not going to go into details because we've done trainings on that. They're all controlled within the lead capture system. Okay, and I'll come back to that in a minute to deal with how I deal with new associates that are coming on board. Okay, but that's a little bit more advanced. What's important is, number one, they know how to install the stuff and where to get it. Number two, how do I get paid? Number three, how do I promote my business? So this is it. Okay. On the right, this is someone that says, okay, I'm in. I want to start right now. Well, this page will get you to the environment where you can immediately put your credit card and start. You don't need to go through a funnel. You just sign up on the spot. This is a good page. The other things over here, I'm just going to focus on the right, is these are if you're doing Google ads, Facebook ads, anything like this, which I've done before. And you can promote these links, which does not have a video. It just immediately asks them for their name and email. Again, why? Because for them to click that link, you must have done a video, a promotion of some kind. They don't need to watch something else. You just strike the iron while it's hot. You just get the name and the email so they can start receiving your outgoing emails. Okay. And by the way, I highly recommend that when you begin GotBackup, these upsells that are telling you that we'll do your emails for you, done for you. The first one is $199. There's about, 29 or 27 emails. If you say no to that, it will give you, there's another one for $100, 99 and change. And that's 10 emails. This is the one that Tammy and I prefer. Okay. And because it's manageable and it's really cool. And then we just changed the signature at the bottom. Again, we've done emails on that, and we'll tell you where the support and the trainings are done for you to venture on all of this. These ones over here are wonderful. Again, I'm saying this to a brand new person. If someone wants to try it for free for 7 days, that is these are two funnels. This one is focused on the business. This one is product only. Okay. And these two over here, this one is, for example, someone who's really kind of, they're not really into network marketing. Their belief level is very low. They don't really like it or understand it very much, which is more of an education process. Well, this one, when they sign up, they will be sent into a little back office that gives them a whole bunch of information and videos that Joel has created to educate them on the value of our industry, network marketing, and all of these things. That's this. This one here on the bottom right, this is kind of to replace this version over here. That's the one that we started with when Tammy and I started. Now, everything that, for example, if you go to my social media on TikTok or Instagram or my Facebook page, whatever, they all point to this particular link because I like it. It's clean, and the video is very, very clean. Okay. Again, it takes the name and the email. Now, these names and emails, and this is when I want to finish on that when it comes to the back office. Again, I'm talking to a brand new person. They don't need to know everything. And even what I'm sharing could be a little bit much. It depends on who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to someone who's in their 60s and 70s and they're not all that in tune with network, with the technology, I may not go that far. I'm just giving you the ultimate, where is what I shared. But how much I share may vary based on who I'm speaking to, based on what I think they can absorb. Again, that's just common sense. So if you click on the lead capture system, I'm just going to take you there right now. Why? Because that is the tool that is in line with these funnels. So when you click on this, you get into those emails. This is the dashboard where, again, that's the demo account. And what you do is you click on follow-up. Okay. Remember, I don't want to go to everything. I just want to click on follow-up on their message. And what this will do, it will show you all the different email campaigns that are associated with your account. Now, why is this important? Because if you remember, there's some of those names I'm just going to focus on GotBackup right now. You have here the autopilot. Well, the autopilot, if you recall, this here is the autopilot. Look at the, okay. You can see,
Yes.
no, that's the autopilot. Okay. The autopilot is this particular, you can see here the name of the domain. Autopilot is associated with autopilot. The different languages, of course. Okay. So this would be English. This would be the free trial, French, I think Spanish, Italian, Espanol, in English. Okay. So again, I go back here and free accounts. These two will end up in that list over here. Okay. The free accounts. And someone who's brand new, who is just enrolled, they'll end up on that list. GotBackup pre-enrolled. Okay. That campaign over here. And if you created some emails over here, okay, if you create some emails on the pre-enroll, these are the emails. You know, when I mentioned the upsell, when you first sign in, it says, do you want us to do email for you? These are it. These are the emails. Okay. And again, Tammy and I have done some trainings on how to edit them and everything else. We don't got to go through but again, this is something that I think it's important for people to be aware of. So where do my leads go when someone goes on my page? Well, this is the email they get. And unfortunately, I can't really click on subscribers list, because if I do that, even though if it's not a real email, YouTube will block this training. So I can't really show you that. But when you click on subscribers list, that's when you see the list of all your contacts. Okay. So you can actually grab those email there and you can send them directly an email from your personal outgoing emails, for example. So that's the pre-enrollee. Okay. So these are people that have clicked on your link and they put their name and email. They're not signed up yet. This one over here they're people that signed up. Now they turn around and they paid. Okay. And the reason why you see those emails here is because me and other members are using this demo account to train their teams. And I believe this was one that Tammy and I created. Yeah. Just to show people what we're doing. In fact, that's a little old because those links have changed. The point here is it's a very first email that they receive to give them guidance on it. So this is a bit more advanced. But again, there are some people that very much understand that. I have my funnels, my email, where do they go and how do I connect with them? So that's why I'm showing that to you, because some of you will have people of different caliber or different level of expertise in reference to what they want to do with the back office. But generally, this is what I focus on. Okay. Number one, I focus on installing the software. Number two, setting up their payments. Okay. Number three is to make sure that they understand where the funnels are, which within the number three, okay, now that we have those leads, how do I interact with the leads? And generally, this is it. It's pretty straightforward when it comes to the back office of GotBackup. There's other things that are very interesting here. And I know, Tammy, you're probably thinking about this. If you go into my downline, my direct affiliate. I just want to show you this because this is really important. If you go to my direct affiliate.
I think that's going to open up all their information, Chris. You should not go in there.
Oh shit. Yeah. Excuse me for the S. Yeah, that's probably gonna, let me get out. But the point is, you see, you can tell if they've installed the software or not. You can tell if they've installed the software or not. And because it all says zero, because it's a demo account, nobody signed up in a demo account. That's why they're all at zero. But when you go to your back office and you see that, and people you signed up, it's been 2 weeks and it says zero, folks, they're not using the software. That is a red flag indicator that they're not going to renew their service. Okay. Anything else you want to add to this, Tammy?
No, you were very clear. Other than, you know what I do? I created a list. I like to have organization in everything I do, so I don't have to keep going back in to get my link. I wrote a list of I copied every single one of my links and what each link is for. So I just copy paste. It's just a simple process. So I recommend to do that, to have some organization. But if you go down, Chris, stay on that page and just go down, right up above right here. That's on the left side. I don't believe you mentioned that
No, I did.
this link is when you invite people to a live presentation. That is linked directly to you.
For example, this morning's training,
Mhm.
that link, in fact, Tammy and I, when we do our email, these are the links we use. Why? Because every week there's a new link that's created through YouTube. I don't want to have to do that and edit the link every week. I don't have to edit the link anymore. I just need to change some of the content and the subject in the email. That doesn't change. It's always the same. So the Wednesday night training, the Saturday training, and whatever presentation that are hosted by GotBackup for the general team, the general public, the general members of GotBackup, that's the link that you click on. Okay. Anything else?
And that's it on that
Okay.
section.
Cool.
On the top, you have some ad copy. You got some social media banners. I just recommend to go through some of this stuff. And anytime you see an orange video, click on it if you want to learn how to do many of the things that are available for you to leverage.
Yeah.
Like the lead capture system. Nobody taught me how to do that. I watched the videos, and not only was I able to personalize the emails that we purchased, but I was able to add more follow-up emails. And then I was able to learn how to broadcast. I mean, I created my own personal templates for Monday to Saturday when I'm doing broadcasts. Yeah, we're up to a lot of things because we're learning how to do it through these videos.
Yeah. So back to the agenda here, folks, is the support. Before I get into the YouTube channel, I want to make sure that you understand the support system. So I'm just go ahead. I'm going to click on that because I think one of the main issue we're having where people complaining about the response is because they don't realize that when you open a ticket, you need to go back in here, log in to see the responses, and they're expecting an email. And because there is no associate orientation with often because the people that start, they don't necessarily know. And that's why we're telling you, come back here to confirm the action required that you need to do. So let's say you're an existing member, you want to upgrade to a pro, you open a ticket, just like we're doing right here. Okay. When you open a ticket from here, you just go ahead and says, I would like to, it's urgent, medium, low, whatever, select billing, support. That would probably be the right one to ask to mention here. And I would put in a body here that I'd like to upgrade to the pro account. What do I need to do? And just go ahead and create a ticket. They will take care of you. Straightforward. Okay. Back to member area. And so anytime you have a challenge or problem, the support will take care of it. Okay. It's very straightforward. The other thing I want to get into, let me just get rid of that page and back to the YouTube channel. So make sure that you are taking note of this. So what I'm going to do again, and I do this every time we point out to that, I'm just going to copy the playlist. I'm going to put it into the comment section. Okay, so all of you can see it. So this is the channel, and you can go through home, video, lives. The reason I'm here is because the Saturday trainings are here. If you click on the playlist, you would see all the trainings that's been conducted over the past 2 years. Okay, that was last week. GotBackup compensation plan. You want to understand the compensation plan? We're kind of going through a surface training here. Really, really helpful for you to understand how do I make money from me talking to people to have the money in my bank account. Okay. Saturday, this is the powerful engagement tool in action. So again, these are the tools that are available in your back office in reference to the pro package. Build a foundation of your secure digital business. Again, that was the details that we were, we kind of covered some of the trainings, some of the topic in reference to the pro. Build the foundation of your secure digital business. Again, another training that, again, a lot of the tools that just click on it and reach them, but I want to be specific in certain areas. GotBackup Pro, new tools, new results. It's another training that we've done here. Again, some of them might be, specific to certain topics. I suggest for you to go in. If you click on them, there is a little bit of a description here that will show you exactly what we're covering here, okay, in the body of the description. So it's all there. But here's what's important also. I was referring certain things. Let's say to collaborate and share, we got backup. That's using your GBU cloud, right? The collaborate and share. How to create sub accounts. Tammy was starting to talk about this when we talk about use these tools. We explain it here in details. Okay. So how to work, it's right here. And also remember that GotBackup often has this little orange little square button that you can click on and watch videos. Let's see here. Another one here is internal wallet. Some people don't have credit cards, but they're willing to pay me. I can take the money, put it into my bank, do a payment to my credit card, and then I can enroll someone by creating a link by doing a prepayment with the money they paid to me. Okay. That's explained here. These are the funnels. These are showing you the links that we talked about. All the funnels. These are all the pages that you can send. We talk about it over here. Folks, you just need to go ahead and click the button, do your homework. There's nothing missing, like literally nothing missing. This just more details on scaling for success. Again, more details here. These are, again, how to manipulate the emails, right? Using ChatGPT. It's amazing how much you can have done with this tool. Make the most of your cloud application. You'll see that often we rotate. Again, we talk about the compensation plan here. Might be a bit more in detail compared to the one I pointed out earlier. Back office 101. See, we're going through the entire back office here, walking you through all the links. Do you understand what I mean here, folks? There is nothing missing. You just have to do your homework. You want to make money? Do your homework. Right? Mastering the lead capture system and GotBackup reseller tools. So we're showing you the reseller tools. What do we do? What do we send to brand new associates? And we walk you through all of that. Okay. So these are the support system that's involved there over and above the support. And also you have your upline that you can work with to have some support. Build a relationship with your upline leader. And if your upline leader is as clueless as you might be, right, it happens, then go up the ranks. I'm telling you, there's going to be someone very excited to work with you, because if you're working the business, that means that their cycles will increase. That means their income increases. That's the power of network marketing. And this is the reason why you can get some free training from some master producers, because they benefit from your results, where your results will also increase by them transcending their knowledge to you. That's the power of our industry. Anything else I left on that, Tammy?
Yeah, often, Chris says clueless, but at the end of the day, if you signed me up, I'm brand new and I just signed up Chris. I don't know how to train him. I'm still learning how to do this, right? So you want to be able to plug people in to anything that's available so that they can learn how to do the basics, just like you as a newbie.
Cool. Actually, absolutely correct. I love that. So I'm glad you add this in. So again, folks, within this area, there's nothing missing. You can go for 2 years of data here. You can see I could go on and on and on and on. Okay. So lots of information there for you to take advantage of. Now, here's something else that's very important in reference to support. If you have, many of you might be in GotBackup and you have absolutely no support for whatever reason, and you're looking for things. Okay. I'm going to share with you a tool that we use. Okay. You don't need to use it, but we're using it, Tammy and I. You can see here that there's 40 people that we just started about a month ago. We used to have another one that's old. Okay. I'm starting fresh. We don't see these contacts. We don't see them. It just shows that there's 40 people using it. That's it. We don't see emails. We don't see name. We see nothing. Okay. But what's cool though, is I can turn around and I'm going to copy this link. And if you're looking for some support on how do I get started? Well, here it is. Getting started. All the steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is how we get started. Okay. And if I go back, it says, okay, building your business. Okay. Well, here, Tammy and I have pointed out, and this is pointing out to the Success Cycle series. You can see them here. Okay. The Success Cycle series. And it's part of the GBU clouds. And we talk about prospecting, inviting, following up, third-party credibility, which I'll come back to that in a minute. And it's funny, there's only 280 views compared to 1,200 views on prospecting. This is where the money is, folks. This is where the money is. Third-party credibility. Understanding this is massive. But again, handling objections is another one. So what we're doing here is that we're giving people guidelines without us having to physically be there. Signing up people. How do I make money? The credit card payment, setting up commissions, GotBackup links, events, installing GotBackup, trainings. You can click on all of these things and just venture. Right? You see right now he went to 41. So one of you just went in and connected to it. It's really that simple. So you don't have to use it, but I'm telling you folks, if you're stuck or you're looking for some support, you're looking for things, see another one just went. So take advantage of that. This is very powerful. And what's cool here, I can tell if people are using. I don't see who. All I can see is what people are using. The trainings are looking, the 10 step to success. This is a really good training that we've done in the past. It's pointing to the GVO cloud. This one over here. It's one of those trainings that are in there too. So you don't have to search for them. Sorry. You don't have to search for them. So this is really cool. Also, I can turn around. I can send a message. Hey, we're doing a presentation in 90 minutes. Okay. So it's a cool tool to keep you connected with people that have invested interest to see the company succeed. So again, so what we talked about here is we talked about the support system. We talked about all the videos available on the channel. And over here, we also share with you a board that Tammy and I personally share with our audience, with our brand new people. And when someone gets the very first email, when they become a reseller, in the email, it will actually show them that link to click on so they can plug in on all of this. This is what we call automating your business. And there's other stuff that Tammy and I are working on right now with bots. It's crazy how amazing these bots. Many of you, some of you might be might heard of what's it called again? ManyChat. Okay, and I've used that 8 years ago, and I kind of forgot about it. And about a week ago, I turned around and bought a program from a company. It cost me about $2,500. But you see, this is what I mean. Tammy and I invest all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And people sometimes, I don't want to spend $10 a month. Are you kidding me? We just spent $2,500 on learning how to program bots to connect to my Facebook Messenger, my website, and all of these things to automate the process. So if I'm not available when someone wants information, my bot will handle it. Okay. So it's absolutely amazing what's coming, folks. So stick around because and you should see what Joel is working on right now. Guys, you're going to go crazy on how the tool that's coming soon on utilizing your social media platform by pre-posting all of your video for the entire week, and the system will do all your posting for you. Okay. And some of it are going to be automatic. So I'm going ahead of my thing here, but I want to show you that support is amazing here. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So,
and at the bottom, Chris, there, you've got VIP coaching. For those of you who are brought in maybe through affiliate, because affiliates tend to, affiliate many, many things. So the VIP coaching.
I'm not sure. Something's been broken here. So
I'll have to let him know about the link.
Yeah, they might have changed a few things here.
So yeah, we'll make sure that gets fixed.
Yeah.
And there is a VIP coaching, and that is perfect if you want to learn how to build a business online, generate leads. Joel does phenomenal trainings on there. And then Chris and I have offered to do some trainings as well, some VIP trainings on different aspects, because we've had all of our success through the network marketing profession for many, many, many years. And we've created a system called Success Cycle Series that is plugged in there.
Let me walk them through that, Tammy, because you're onto this. You see, we have courses here, and it's all included with this. This is $10 a month, right? You got the breakthrough blueprint. You can see they're all, the email mastery with Joel, emotional intelligence, Success Cycle Series, right? You click on that, And for example, you have here everything that has to do with, these are the modules here,
Yeah.
right? So there
You
are,
have a workbook with all of that.
that's right. There's a workbook you
Yes.
can download and everything. So my point in saying here is that there is absolutely nothing missing, right? There's a feed. There's the members that are here, and then people can interact with each other and everything else. So it's actually really, really cool. So at the end of the day, folks, these are the tools that are available to you. And we'll make sure that this link is fixed here, where I'm not sure what changed, but we just need to fix this up. And the fact here is you can access. So this is trainings that are over and above the things that we won't do on Saturday, but you can go into a whole new level with the VIP coaching. And again, it's $10 a month. I just mentioned to you, I just spent $2,500 US, by the way, is a Canadian dollars at this point in now, right? To learn about bots. And my point here is these are the things that we invest into, and in return, we charge nickel and dimes for people because we want the team to benefit from that. Okay, so again, support it's off the chart. Now, the other thing that I want to focus on are the three activities that creates real results. Let's focus on those three activities. We have 15 more minutes to focus here. Tammy, let's start with this slide over here.
Yeah, so it's basically sign up, get your first two, and then go get two more and duplicate. It's that simple, you guys. You know, a lot of people complicate things, and they're so focused on so many things that are not getting them an income. The key is the moment you get started, the first thing you want to do is get your links in people's hands and get your first two signed up. That's your main focus, is to get your copper. Get to copper. One left, one right. Very simple. And then you want to go out and get two. And while you're still going out and searching for your two, help your first two to do the same thing. Right? You want to get them to get their first two. It's all about duplicating coppers. And once you understand the line of growth, it is all built on fundamentals. And the fundamentals are the copper. Get everybody to copper. And then those coppers will get their people to copper. And those coppers will get their people to copper. And the more coppers that are produced, everybody's going up in the different ranks. All right. So just focus on that and duplicate that, and you'll see you'll go up in ranks quite fast. There's also, you know, some qualifications as you go up in rank. I don't know if you have that sheet available. I know you did the training last week on compensation plan, so it was very well detailed, which is in the playlist of Saturday trainings. If you look at last week, it's there.
So, for example, if I point you to the YouTube channel, and I believe this is the one right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Tammy's talking about. Understanding the ranks, advancements, and again, we didn't go into deep. We didn't do our heart surgery here. We just went at the surface for you to understand those qualifications as you are duplicating the process over here. Because at the end of the day, if you sponsor two people, and the average person in network marketing will sponsor 2.3 person. Obviously, we can't have a third of a person. It's just that when you start doing the math, the point is two. Most people will bring two people. And that's what the plan is designed to duplicate. One on the left, one on the right. And if your team duplicates that, you move up in ranks. And in fact, we talked about it right over here on that training. It's all part of this. Okay. So what we talked about here is, what are the three activities? Number one, promote your link. That's Tammy talked about. Promote your links, whatever one you choose.
Number one is to get your backup done.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about in the context of what are the three activities to create real results.
Okay.
Okay. So number one is promote your link. Number two is you want to duplicate the system.
Mm-hmm.
Number three, which is very important, is you want to interact with your list, because as people put their name or their emails, you can't just ignore them. That's when you go into your lead capture system. Okay. And you go into your lead capture system, what's happening is they're going to be receiving those emails. And I talked about it earlier, which is the pre-enrollee. And if you purchase those emails on the upsell, they're all showing up here. So right away, they receive emails on your behalf. If you did not, you will receive a white page or nothing is in here. The company will send some generic things on your behalf, but it's not going to be personal like this. You really, really want to have access to that. If you didn't get it, you can go into the marketplace, okay? And under the marketplace, it will show you what you have available to buy, right? The follow-up emails. Well, this is in Spanish, but the autopilot, if you want to have this. Okay. So again, I'm using a demo account, so yours will be a little bit different, but it's just to show you that that's where those emails are. And I highly recommend to buy them so you're prepared to do business. These are some things that you
And
do
they're so
not want
inexpensive,
a nickel
Chris.
and dime. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's so inexpensive to purchase these emails for the different funnels. And it's one time. It's not like you have to pay monthly. It's a one-time thing. Usually, I think they're around when he launches a funnel and he has an email system built in. You always have a better price for sure. But if you're looking at an existing funnel and you want to have the emails that are built in for that, then you're paying, I believe, around $25, maybe $30, and you have them for life. So yeah, I highly recommend if you don't know how to create email systems, it's good to make that investment in yourself and have them done and personalize them. We teach people how to personalize them as well. Yeah.
I am not sure why my screen keeps disappearing. It just does that on its own. So something's happening. I don't know why, but I'm going to try again because we're almost done the training here, folks. But sharing your screen, share my entire screen, share this. Okay, hopefully it'll stick around. So what's happening is, again, this is what we're talking about here. So moving forward, what are we talking? How do you duplicate success and build long-term income? You repeat step 1, step 2, and step 3. How to master your back office, right? In other words, walk him through the basics of your back office. That's exactly what we've done. You can go back to the training. Number 2, make sure that you understand where the tools and the training and the support is all about. So if they need support, they can just click. They don't need to wait on you. They can just take advantage of that. There we go. You disappeared again. And number 3, you want to make sure that you promote your link. You duplicate the system of the recruitment where sponsor 2, and make sure you teach them to sponsor 2, and you keep doing the same thing. And the third is interact with your list. These are the 3 things that you want to constantly repeat. That's how you create long-term success. Repeat those 3 steps. And number 4, which is very, very important, is utilize third-party credibility. I'm going to try to share my page again. Hopefully it'll stick around this time, at least while I'm share. Okay. So when you go into here, if I go back to my list, okay, you click on this over here. And actually, no, there's another list for that one. It's this one here, the Success Cycle series. Okay. Just click on this and third-party credibility. This here is a training that will walk you through on, if you're brand new or even if you're a seasoned marketer, utilizing a third-party credibility. Okay. That is a training I highly recommend for you to take advantage of. In fact, on the board also, I think it might be, let's see, on training, follow-up. Here we go. Third-party credibility will point you to the exact same thing. Okay. There's some documents over here. And as you click on that, it's pointing you on that exact same training that it's a different thumbnail here, but it's exactly the same training. Okay. So that's the kind of thing here, folks, that you want to constantly be aware of. To be successful in network marketing, it's all about clarity. People come in, what do they need to do? Install the software. Okay, done. Next thing, Where's my link to promote my business? Perfect. The other thing is, how do I get paid? Once you've covered that, you've covered the basis. From that point on, you just go back to the steps that we walked you through, and you will find that not everybody will do. Many people won't do anything at all, and that's totally okay. This is a free army. You can't force people to go to work. You can only inspire them to go to work. And that's the reason why we have a lot of these things. You want to have more in-depth training, I recommend to click at the particular moment. For some reason, the link's not working, but click on the VIP coaching, and it will take you there for you to start connecting and start listening to these training in details, the email marketing and all of these things. Okay. Coming from our CEOs and other things like the emotional intelligence, folks. That is a very profound training that really helps you understand the behaviors of others based on certain things you say and your posture and everything else. We cover that.
Yeah, we learned a lot developing emotional intelligence in our profession. Yeah.
Exactly. So, and then from there, utilizing you're brand new, you don't know what's going on. Invite a third party, a person that is within your upline leadership. Okay. You want to work within your line of sponsorship, because if you're asking someone that is not part of your business, you might be kind enough to say, sure, I'll do a call for you, but it won't be the same amount of motivation and commitment to be there for you by reminding you of this or reminding you of that. Right. So this is why you want to work within your line of sponsorship. And in the VIP, there's a bit more support there also that you can find, you have access to. Okay. There's people that are absolutely not in our organization. I don't know them from Adam, but I will respond in kind and point them in the right direction for them to be able to get to the next level. Okay. That's where the VIP offers. Other than that, I think, Tommy, we're kind of done. We've done everything we wanted to cover, but this is a new associate orientation. And the one thing that I would like for you to encourage to do, as you are, let me share my screen again because it's gone. I just want to point this out to you. Okay. Is when you go, I'm sorry, folks, there's not much I can do here if the system does not want to cooperate with me. Okay. So when you go here and you click on the reseller, okay, the reseller, those emails that are in here, okay. So for example, that's the demo account. So this is a white page. I created my own. Okay. And I can actually show you that if that doesn't stop. I'm just going to go ahead and show you how it's organized, because you can take my subjects just by stopping in that frame, cut and paste the subject and get ChatGPT to create some emails for you. But if you go to your lead capture system, and from there, I go into my follow-ups. Okay. And then from there, you go into pre-enrollee. Oh, let me do this again. I know Joel had that issue last time too. Okay. These are the emails that they get. And if I'm dealing with an associate who's brand new, the reseller. In the reseller, this is the email they get. For example, I start right here with the board, our Telegram group, our Facebook, the GotBackup Facebook group, and log into member area. I keep it very simple. I encourage that if you want to book a call with me, not a problem. Okay, so he disappeared again. So we'll end on this note. But you see, this is how I automate my business. So the moment someone becomes a member, right away, I don't have to run and chase them. The system will connect with them automatically. And then I will follow up to have a personal connection with them. So that's how I use a system to automate my business. But in the same time, never underestimate the power of the human connection. Don't think that you can build an empire by not talking to a soul. Of course, you can start But if you want to build long-term relationship that will last you for long-term residual income, that's the topic that the last point we're covering here is you need to focus on the relationship with the people that are coming on board with you in your business. Okay. So I know there was a comment here from someone that was in Jamaica. Very sorry about what happened to your country. We saw what went on, and I'm grateful that you took the time. You didn't give up. I know things are hard, especially with hurricanes that are getting worse every year. It's always the new most powerful hurricane of the world. We apologize. Well, there's not. You understand what I mean? I feel really bad that this occurs, and I'm grateful that you're here and you're not giving up. Absolutely fantastic. I hope that there was no situation that went on with any of your close family members. And again, all our greetings to you. And but the thing, folks, here is that stay the course. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep moving forward. We have a wonderful opportunity here. You just need to stay the course and not to give up. Repeat the simple process. And this training covers everything that you should cover to help a brand new person in getting started. Anything else, Tammy, you want to add as we end?
Just follow the basics. That's how we've grown in our business is just constantly doing the basics. Is it boring? Yeah. You've been doing it for so long. It's boring to repeat it, but you have to remember it's not about you. It's about the other people. If they see you doing it, they're going to do it, and then they're going to teach their people to do it, and so on and so forth. And that's where the duplication comes in.
Cool. Okay, folks, listen, have yourself a wonderful rest of your weekend. Take the time to rest or learn or build your business, whatever stage you're in. Yeah. And every Wednesdays, Tammy and I are going to be there for the company presentation. We highly recommend for you to invite your guests, invite your members to attend, and let us help you share the vision of GotBackup. And I know there's been some small modifications on the pro package for brand new people that were not members that are going to be a lot easier for people to get started. So I look forward to for Joel to make this announcement. So have yourself a great weekend, folks, and we will talk to you soon. And bye for now.
Have a great weekend.